right here, I got next to me my teammate, Wendell Carter. Wendell, how are you?
Good, man. Happy to be here.
We just about to go free-flowing, have conversation, dialogue, whatever you want to call it. All right. But what I do want to ask you, though, is what is a day in the life of Wendell Carter, either during the season or during the off season?
So I do both. So during the season, let's say game days, home games, depending on if we have shoot around in the morning, I usually wake up like 8, 9 a.m.
Right.
Get to the gym, get ready for shoot around. That's like around 10:30 or 11. No, it's like at 10 now.
Yeah, we be going like 10.
So we do shoot around. I come back home, take me like a 2.5 hour nap, head back to the gym, get ready for my shooting time. No superstitions. I'll just kind of get ready for the game, stretching, all that stuff, shoot. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. What you do after the game? You out to eat? Depends on what game is it. You know what game it is?
Yeah, depending on like if we got a game the next day, if we got an off day,
right.
Got practice next day, like I might, grab me some food, somewhere in the downtown area. But other than that, I usually just go home, just get ready for the next day.
Right. So what's the off season look like? So what kind of day is that?
So
I don't want to hear the cliche 11 hours in the gym.
Man, I ain't doing no 11 hours in the gym. That's dead.
All right.
For me, I like to hit the gym at least twice a day. I like to go in the morning, then go at night, like 7, 8 p.m. But in the middle of the day, it's kind of wide open. There's no need to be in the gym for 6, 7, 8 hours.
Right.
I feel like that's necessary. The middle of the day, I'm kind of just doing whatever. I might go to the mall. I might take a nap. Then after my second workout, it's usually more so chill. Weekends, I might travel.
Right.
I'll be down in Orlando, so I might hit Miami, go back home in Atlanta, hit the West Coast. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling.
Right, okay. Yeah, I feel like that's similar to me, similar to what I do, on the off weekends, traveling back home or traveling somewhere not in your same city. What I want to ask you now is, what is the worst rookie hazing you got? Because I got rookie hazing, but like not super bad, honestly.
Mine wasn't crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people have crazy stories about rookie hazing.
Like I've heard some crazy stories.
I mean, the things that I've made the rookies do this year, I wouldn't do them. I'm not gonna lie.
What'd you make Jalen do?
I just was like...
A little boy in him, huh?
I was like, like a little boy in him all year.
Sure.
Franz, too, with them. But I think honestly, I didn't have too bad a rookie hazing.
Yeah.
But how many vets did you have on your team, though?
We had 3. We had 3. Rolo was one of them. He's super chill.
Oh, yeah, Rolo's not rookie hazing anyway.
Shout out to Rolo, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Rolo's our guy.
I had Thad Young. He wasn't.
Oh, yeah, Thad's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. Nah, but that's good. What's the wildest thing anyone's ever said to you on an NBA court, like a fan? And you might have to bleep things out. I don't know how we'll do that, but.
That's a good question. I want to say that's when I was playing in Chicago. I think I was playing at home, and my parents used to sit like right behind the bench. Mm-hmm. So I remember we was in a timeout, and I just kept looking up, and I just kept seeing my mom just like going off on someone.
Right.
Ooh, like yelling at her. Ooh.
I know that feeling. You look on the stuff. Yeah.
So I'm like, hold on, I'm trying to pay attention, but I'm like, hold on, like that's my people. Like I need to make sure they're straight. So whatever happened, someone get escorted out, and I think we was playing Milwaukee, so a lot of their fans was there. So I was going down the court, and all I heard was some, your mama. Like all I heard was my mom's name, and I just kind of like lost it. Started tweaking on the fan, started doing all this, and like
you get fined?
The whole thing. Nah.
You get fined?
No.
Nah. That's the thing with the league nowadays. Like we're getting fined for saying things back. I mean, I don't know.
No, fans really be wilding.
Yeah, fans be crazy. I done had to check a couple fans.
Yeah, like
They
pull up, they get the drinking and stuff. Now,
fans. Nah, for sure.
What's the craziest one a fan said something to you?
The craziest thing? I won't even say it was to me, but it's probably the most time I like blacked on a fan. It was during this season, and Jalen had just came back from his thumb injury when he had broke his thumb, and he ends up getting like tangled up with like Dennis Smith on the ground or whatever. So I'm helping him up. He's kind of limping. Jalen's kind of limping, and like there's a fan behind the basket, and Jalen was still kind of going back and forth with Dennis Smith. So Jalen was kind of walking down the court. And like there's a fan behind the basket, and the fan was like Jalen sucks. I hope you tear your ACL. And like I heard that, and I just turned around and I just blacked on him. I was like, there's no way. Like that's so like you're mad about a game. Like I mean, I get there's fans and the fans are a big part of this game, but sometimes you just take things too far.
That's devil activity. What you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Devilish, huh?
Demon activity, man.
That's crazy though.
Nah, for sure. Who are you most looking forward to playing in the league coming up this next season?
You know, I got a couple guys I'm looking forward to. Just on the competitive side, like I'm at the point in my career where you know I'm trying to take that next leap. You know, just personally and for the team that I'm on.
Right.
So you know, a couple guys, Bam Adebayo. You know, he's a fantastic player.
Great player. Great player.
You know, plays both ends of the court. He's one of the best bigs in the league, in my opinion. And you know, that's someone I want to go against. You know. After my summer work, you know, weighing myself, like, where am I as a player?
Yeah, right.
You know, playing against him, playing against Joel, Jokic, you know, of course, you know.
The dominant big man in the league.
Yeah, you know.
He's just trying to be competitive and trying to, I know, I feel you. I definitely have those guys. Yeah. One of those guys, you know, next season.
I think you need to let them know.
I'm just saying next season, just, you know, Orlando Magic versus the Miami Heat. Just be on the lookout for that game. I definitely got some things I need to get off my chest. But besides that point, what NBA player do you think that, like, when you watched them growing up, it was one thing, when you played against them, it was another thing, whether that be their personality, whether that be, like, how they played, or if they were as good as you thought, or, you know what I'm saying?
I'd probably say LeBron.
I was going to say him, too, if you would ask me.
Like, because when you watch him, you know, he's super dominant.
Right.
You feel like he's scoring every play. Like, it's crazy. But you go against him and, like, he manipulates the game so crazy. Like, like probably, you know, a lot of people won't understand this, but, like, I remember I was playing in Chicago, was playing against him. And, you know, I think one of the guys on the team was guarding him, and I was guarding their big. So, like, I was, like, trying to help, but, you know, it's a defensive 3 seconds. So I couldn't stay there for too long. And as soon as he saw me, like, go to leave, and that's when he'll attack. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So like, he's a basketball genius. People don't really understand that. No, for sure. No, that's how I feel, too. I think that would be my person as well. And then, like, you look at him, like, when you're growing up, like, Jesus, he can fly. Yeah. And then it was like, I had a play this year where, I don't remember. I remember I did that layup.
Yeah, that shit was
I ain't know where he came. I ain't know where he was or how he came out of wherever he was at. But that's when you realize, you know, like, you know, you're in the NBA, like we don't watch this person, you know, as we, you know, growing up. LeBron's pretty much on
the decline.
Yeah. Not of his, like, you know, not just playing bad, but just on the decline of his career, about to be over. So, you know,
he in season 20?
I think Bron.
He going in season 20?
I don't know. Does anybody know if Bron is in? He might be season. Yeah, I think he might be season 20.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is a funny question, actually.
Hey, y'all got a towel or something I can use? I don't know why I'm sweating.
Big people sweat though. No, that's not like just like as far as like tall people, like bigger people, like Rod Wave. Rod Wave,
on me, bro.
Nah, Rod Wave dead always carried a towel though. If you ever watch Rod Wave at his concerts, Rod Wave got the towel. That's no disrespect to Rod Wave, but he just be sweating.
Nah, there's no comparison between me and Rod Wave.
You kind of look like
He's
Rod Wave.
5'9", 315, bro.
While we get you a towel for yourself, who would you say, like, on another team talks the most trash, gets into the most stuff, or like, and then on our team, who does that, and who has? It could be a couple players, it could be one player.
The
like
guy who
the hottest head.
I guess on another team, I would probably say Pat Bev. I think he's kind of established himself as that kind of player.
As the NBA's most valuable trash talker.
Yeah.
MVTT.
No
disrespect, though.
Yeah,
he be doing his thing, though.
That's his game, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
I help him.
That's kind of the way he plays. I think on our team, I'd probably say Mo Wagner.
Yeah, I feel like Mo don't.
He don't talk.
I don't think he talks trash. It's just like looking at Mo Wagner sometimes makes you mad. And Mo Wagner, I love you to death. But like just looking at him sometimes, like when he makes a basket, it's like, I love it. Like I love it so much because he's on my team. But if I was on another team, that would really piss me off.
Yeah.
So I definitely see that he starts a lot of things.
No, Mo is he's a great person you want to play with. Like he's that kind of player.
Right. No, I know for sure. He's one of those Pat Bev type of players that you love having him on your team, but you hate if you play against him. So.
He's a great player, though, in my opinion. Like,
I love Mo. Yeah. I think he's phenomenal, honestly. So, what do you think the first example that you had in the league of the NBA really being a business?
I feel like we both can attest to this, but like being traded.
Yeah, that was wicked, Denver. Hope y'all know that. That was super wicked what y'all did, but I'm glad where I'm at.
Yeah,
but yeah, for sure.
Like you like get established in one city. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, and you come from. You played overseas, but you played in high school. So like, you already thinking like, oh yeah, like this is a family. Like that's what they preaching. Like you calling up 1, 2, 3 family. Right. But then the next day, like literally, that's how I went. Like I had practice that night. I went the night before I got traded. Right. 1, 2, 3 family on 3. Yeah. Next day, 100%. I get a call like, yo, like you going to Orlando.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I just wanted to let you know before it hits the news.
No, and that's how I felt too. Like shout out my guy Tim Connolly, the GM for the Denver Nuggets, because he's one of the best people that I've ever been around as far as basketball and the way he approaches business. And like, now did he tell me like no, like I'll never trade you, right? But he was more of like, I don't like the feeling of having to trade somebody. Like that doesn't feel good to me because I do consider you as a family member because. Like I drafted you I was 19 years old when I got drafted. So like he was a very big part of my life and I'm forever grateful of that. Yeah. But like even now, like he still checks in. Yeah. He still check in and just wondering how I'm doing. And that's a good relationship to have. So I mean that definitely was a big time where I felt that was, a very wicked time.
My front office got fired after like my second season with Chicago. So like it was almost like they didn't owe me nothing. Like they didn't draft me, like they didn't
that's a lot different. Yeah, no, I definitely feel that. What's the best pregame meal that you have? Like your go-to meal?
Gotta be some kind of pasta for sure.
Yeah, Jason's pasta be hitting. Yeah. Jason and Zach's pasta be hitting at the gym.
Yeah.
I be getting the Markel special. Shout out Markel Foods. I be getting the Markel special. But
nah, I usually get the marinara with the noodles.
Yeah.
I do like chicken and spinach or something like that. What about you? What's the Markel special? I don't even know what that is.
I can't even disclose that. Markel's not here to sign off on it. I'm not gonna lie. No, actually, I actually want to ask this question, see if we can like get on a good topic of this. Like, how do you deal with like going to every city to play in, like people asking for tickets? Like, got people in this city, people in that city. Like, because I know I go through it. It's like, oh, I'm in Phoenix. Like, do you have tickets for me? It's kind of like, you know what I mean?
The way I gauge it is, so we get 2 tickets when we go out.
Right, that's weak. That's weak. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But I mean, that's the topic for another day.
Yeah.
2 tickets, go out of the state or go to another arena, and I kind of base it off of
who the person is.
Yeah, and if I have the tickets.
Right.
If I already gave them away, it's too late. I'm sorry, I ain't got none. But if I still got them, you ask me ahead of time, like you plan for it, like. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Right.
Like I'm not just giving you some tickets just because you hit me up. Like you
right,
be someone that I'm cool
and
with.
That's the thing that I mostly be like. It's like how like when you ask for tickets on an away game, like you ask the night before. Most of you usually ask the night before, and it's like, I mean, I would, but it's really a hard thing for me to do now.
Yeah, facts.
So being in the league is about to be year 5 for you. What is the best city you travel to, and what's the least favorite city you travel to?
Being from Atlanta, I'll probably put Atlanta. It's the best city to go to, just to see my fam, stuff like that.
Right. Atlanta.
Probably outside of that, I'll probably say.
We're gonna be real, or we're
gonna be real.
We're gonna be real.
We're gonna be real.
So what's the best city?
I'm gonna say Miami.
Okay then, you should have said that from the jump.
Just because, like...
It's the vibes.
It's the vibes. It's warm. Like, it's not too hot. Like, I would say Arizona, but, like, sometimes it'd be too hot out there.
Hot in Phoenix. It'd be dumb hot in Phoenix. And you never... when I played in Phoenix, I've never stayed, like, downtown Phoenix, where like we always stay like in the outskirts.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Nice.
takes too long. In Miami, you're staying right there.
Yeah.
So
Miami it's a good look. You know, they got good eats down there. You know, go out, get you some good food.
What's the best restaurant you've been to in Miami?
Ooh, I'll probably say Komodo.
I love Komodo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Komodo.
Like it's like basic, but it's good.
Do you remember Komodo? When we went to Komodo? Oh my God.
You can't talk too much about that. You know
that was a crazy time down there at Komodo.
What's Komodo your favorite too?
I would say Komodo or Poppy Steak.
Poppy's fire. I think
I like Carbone though.
That's the Italian joint. That's right next to it, ain't it?
Yeah. That's close by.
Poppy Steak be like too lit sometimes though. Like
I
feel like I'm in a club when I go.
Komodo's a nice vibe though, especially upstairs though.
Yeah, it's a decent vibe.
It's like nice and like dining.
Yeah.
Poppy Steak is like you can go to the club right now.
Yeah.
Like, oh God. Now, what's the least favorite city though?
Least favorite is either OKC, Detroit, or
Cleveland. Put Cleveland in there.
It's one of those three.
Put Cleveland in there. Utah. Put Utah in there.
I ain't gonna lie though.
No, stop it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Stop. We've never done anything in Utah. We never even went out to eat in Utah.
No, I ain't gonna lie though. Utah doesn't compare to OKC at all.
What you mean?
Like, Utah is not as bad as OKC.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, bro.
Maybe because I'm from Texas, so Oklahoma City's right there.
Yeah.
I might know a little more people, but...
No, OKC is like bottom of the barrel.
No, I'd be scared in Utah.
Like the hotel we stay in, it's crazy, bro.
Where?
The hotel in OKC.
The hotel in Utah is crazy. It's like you're staying in the White House.
I'd rather stay there than OKC is haunted, bro.
Yeah. That's another question I was going to ask you about. Do you think that's really haunted?
Yeah.
I think every time the last time I went there, I was actually very deeply disturbed. I think the hotel in Utah it just feels like the White House. Like I grew up watching like Corey in the House, and I feel like I'm Corey.
Okay.
Like I feel like I'm the president's son or some crap. Like you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
And then the Utah, the Big Baby Davis.
Bro.
That was in Utah. I just don't mess with Utah.
Yeah, that's bad vibes.
Utah this year was during trade deadline. Remember we practiced there?
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was like, who's getting traded?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we was like,
it's bad
Utah is
Utah.
not the vibe for me right now.
That's bad vibes for sure. Yeah, if you factor in all that, it's bad vibes. Bad vibes.
OKC though, but you're right though. No, the themes at OKC, the last time I went there, it was like
the TVs, right? And it was just staring, right?
No, and it was like a live footage.
Yeah.
Hold on, back up. It was a live footage of like people like just doing random things. Like there was like one guy like looking at like a peacock.
Yeah.
And like it was like a live stream of him for like 12 TVs, and it was all black and white.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, and they call that art. But I'm sorry. Like, I respect any artist, but if you come anywhere near me saying this is art, I'm just gonna walk away. Like, that's not art.
What you think it is then?
Bro, that's some.
What do you think it is then?
That's some beat bullshit.
Right. Yeah, no, I think it definitely has a scary vibe, and I don't think I've ever even known Oklahoma to even be trying to be scary.
They think they doing art over there.
Yeah, nah.
They think that's what that is. They think they're artistic. No offense to any of the artists out there, but who's your favorite actor right now?
My favorite actor right now? Oh,
I'm gonna tell you mine too.
I want to know yours first.
Nah, go ahead.
I don't know. Like my favorite actor ever. I mean, like I don't really have a favorite of all time, but I like Denzel. I like Eddie Murphy. I like a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know my favorite.
All right, what's your favorite movie? If you had a top three.
Top three movies?
Yeah.
Okay, I go Batman: The Dark Knight. I go The Silence of the Lambs, and I would go.
And you got that tattoo on you, right?
Yeah, I got The Silence of the Lambs out of me over here, and then I would go. I'll put Life in there. Life with Eddie Murphy and Marlon. Yeah, it's a great movie. I'll put that three. What's yours?
Top three.
No, your favorite actor.
Favorite actor?
You said you knew
I got two. So one, Adam Sandler. I think that kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, I like Adam Sandler. Yeah.
And Will Smith for obvious reasons.
Oh, okay. Will Smith for obvious reasons. What do you?
Because he's gangster.
Would you have slapped Chris Rock then? I'm dead serious though. It's a question I was gonna ask later, but it comes up now. Would you do you think it was acceptable for Will for him to slap him like that?
It's hard for me to answer that because we don't know the backstory. I feel
That's
like it's more than what we saw is more to it than that.
Yeah.
For sure.
It could have been something like Chris Rock could have told Will he was doing that joke before the Oscars, and Will was like, no, if you do that, that's what's going to happen, and then he did it. But like, I definitely think he didn't just get up and smack it. But I wasn't there.
It's something else to it for sure.
I wasn't there. Would you have smacked him for saying that about your wife?
Oh, I doubt it. No. I'm not
the
going
G.I. Jane joke is crazy.
What you got to think about, though, bro?
Do you know who G.I. Jane is?
Yeah. Like, I can't, like, but we both grown. Like, why am I about to walk up there and smack you in front of everybody? For what, like, what pleasure do I get out of that? Like, is that more satisfaction for me or for my wife?
Because I think Will thought it was funny first, though.
He did.
He thought it was funny, and then Jada gave him that look, like,
because you got to think about it like this. There's other people out there who will still say stuff about his wife.
Yeah, right.
And that just comes with having a wife.
I think like that he definitely was a little gangster for slapping him, but at the same time, I don't think it was like necessarily right.
Like he could have like checked him like after
he could have definitely checked him. He could have walked up there and checked him.
Yeah, he could have walked up there and checked him.
Or he could have just kept yelling from the seat.
Yeah.
But to slap him was crazy. There had to be something else going on.
Yeah, it has to, right?
No way.
Not because it's just a joke. It had to be something else.
Yeah, because there's a lot of other jokes he could have said.
Yeah, for sure.
You probably noticed there are strange tall boys in the bottled water section of your local stores. Well, it's not actually beer. It's actually water, and it's called Liquid Death. I know what you're asking. Why is it called Liquid Death? Because the water will brutally murder your thirst. And their infinitely recyclable cans are helping to bring death to plastic bottles, which aren't actually recyclable. They just get sent to landfills, even if you put them in your recycling bin. And the best part, they donate a portion of profits from every can sold to help kill plastic pollution. And there's merch. Liquid Death also actually has a hat that I wear a lot of the times. It has like this cool little chainsaw thing on it. It's a trucker hat. I wear it a lot. They work with artists on limited edition drops, from the Severed Hand candle they collabed with Martha Stewart to my personal favorite, the pink oversized vintage wash sweatshirt that I probably wear way too much. And all the Young Person Basketball Podcast listeners get 20% off their first Liquid Death apparel purchase. Available exclusively at liquiddeath.com/young. Again, that's liquiddeath.com/young. In case you're wondering, you can find Liquid Death Mountain Water on Amazon or at a retailer near you.
With you being, top pick in the draft, about to go into year 5 in your career, your girlfriend, Olivia, who played at UConn, just got, drafted to the Sparks, Los Angeles Sparks. How does that work? How does that work with schedules? Like, is it weird when y'all, go out together, or is it like she's telling you about what you should have did in the game, what she should have did in the game? Like, how is that?
No, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that she's in a professional, she's kind of played, or been a part of the first, 4 or 5 games of their season, she kind of understands what I be going through now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she was a little bit in the dark, and like when I try to explain it, she just honestly just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
But, now that she's a professional, like she no longer has to worry about school. Like, she has a job now, and she understands, I got to get my sleep. I got to be up early. Like, I'm always in the gym. Like, that's what my life is right now. This is my job. This is my craft that I work on every day. So, like, she starts to understand that a little bit more. So I'm kind of glad, she's where she is now. She's out in LA. She loves it. And, after every game, her games, my games, we kind of critique one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, it all kind of, we can both tell it comes from love because, we don't have to do it.
Right.
But, we both do it just because, we're both really good basketball players and we both understand what it takes to win. We've both been a part of winning cultures, especially in college. So, we both understand it and what it takes. And it's cool.
Is it ever competition between you guys?
Nah, it's not close.
What do you mean by that?
Like, it's nothing that she can do to be as good as me.
I think Olivia's a better rim protector than you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Think about it. I think she might be a better rim protector than you.
She might be.
You get blocks, but she really be
she
on
only
that.
gets blocks because she's so 6'5" is crazy tall in WNBA. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. This is a funny story. We were in Boston, and I'm getting off of the elevator, and I know Olivia, so I'm getting off the elevator, and there's Wendell coming onto the elevator, and then there's a figure And it was a very tall figure in a hoodie. I was like, oh, what up, Wendell? What up, bro? And I kept walking. And like, I like looked back and I was like, I think Olivia had a hoodie on. But she is 6'5", 6'6", so I really thought that was a dude. Like I couldn't see her face. Yeah. But you don't just see a bunch of 6'5", 6'6" girls walking around every day.
That's facts.
So I was like, yo, and that was funny to me. But no, that's good. No, but she had a heck of a college career though.
No, yeah, she hooped for sure. She hooped. And she a better, I give her that. You know, she get more blocks than me. But other than that, I score better in her rebound. You know, whatever it is, dribble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you said you definitely shoot better than her.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, no, it's not even close.
She can't shoot at all.
Yeah, at all. And she can shoot. Yeah.
Let you chill before you get in trouble. Let you chill before you get in trouble. So don't even do that. All right, let's see. What do you think this is what I want to say. What's the wildest DM you've got? It was like a bunch of ways you can go about the question. There's that way, there's that way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can either go from a fan perspective or one of those DMs.
I think I got one for both.
You can do both. Yeah. Liv ain't gonna trip. Yeah. Liv, we ain't doing nothing wrong over here, man.
So it was basically saying like, I think this was like my rookie year or second year. Like it was so crazy that I still remember. It was like, it said something like, you may have never met me before, but I'm ready to have your kids. Like, just let me know.
Oh, on one of those?
Yeah, like
I've gotten that one. That's really weird.
Like, what?
Yeah, no. I've actually had like the I'm pregnant. I'm like, I've never met you before in my entire life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, that's a very wicked, like to send someone you've never met before in your life, I'm pregnant. Like, why would you even do that to someone?
Like what? Like, where are you trying to go with that?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I really don't understand that one.
That's crazy.
All right, what's the most famous number you have in your phone? Most famous person's number?
Chris Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say Chris Paul. Or, I'm trying to think of like actors, celeb. Nah, I ain't really got no. Or Chris Paul, Michael Blackson.
Michael Blackson.
Dude, that dude is hilarious.
Yeah.
Shout out Michael Blackson, man. What about you? I know you probably got Obama number in your phone, something like that.
Honestly, mine probably be Chase.
Mm-hmm.
That'd probably be Chase, but that's just we talk all the time. Mm-hmm. He'd probably be it, or
Denzel Washington, or
nah,
Jay-Z.
Billy, I have Billy's number, but
Billie Eilish.
Yeah, but
makes sense.
That's famous. That's pretty famous.
No, that's very famous.
Right, we're going on a different topic though. Within like after the games, throughout the whole season, like. What is your, like, do you check your comments after games, check your DMs after games? Like, do you read Twitter about what people say about you?
I definitely, catch myself looking at comments on Instagram.
I am
for sure
habitual, like, line stepper of looking at comments.
And I hate that I do it too.
I hate it so much.
Because it's like, you get the good, you get the bad, you get the ugly every time. Like,
it's that one that can just ruin your night.
Yeah,
There's one that can piss you off.
Like, almost to the point where it's like, I might just go back in the gym right now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like, you don't get that thought. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, oh, you see all these good comments, and there's just one horrible comment, and I'm just like, oh my God.
And then it really goes to show you like how like naive people really are about this basketball.
Weather. And fans are so fair weather sometimes. Yeah. But there's a lot of fans that are very supportive and like stick with you. But like you go on your team's page after a loss, it's like you the worst player ever. Like
that shit is bad. It's bad.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I like definitely tried to like stop. I'll just like even delete the app for like a day.
Yeah, I've done that before for sure.
Delete the app for a day and just kind of get things back on track.
Yeah.
What do you think? Now, have you ever Googled yourself?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look yourself on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter, Google.
Do you have a burner account?
No.
No burner account?
Mm-mm.
I do.
Because I feel like if I made one, I'll slip up and say it on my regular page instead of on my burner account.
I've almost done that before.
Yeah.
I've almost done that before. Yeah. I've definitely. Mine's still active too, yo. And I'd be active on my page too. If you really paid attention, you might be able to find it. But it's definitely there.
Yeah.
I have a burner on Instagram, TikTok, and not Snapchat, and Twitter. So
Twitter.
But honestly, though, it just really be because like I want to like read what I want to read.
Yeah.
And like if I accidentally like it, it's not a problem.
Yeah,
true. You know what I'm saying? Because people like look through, our likes and looking at every single move. It's more of like a privacy thing.
No, I've done that before. I've actually liked a comment while I was scrolling and looking, and like went crazy. Like as soon as I liked it, I unliked it, and like in a matter of 5 minutes, someone like screenshotted, reposted, like, look at what Wendell liked.
That's the worst.
And it was something about Gary too. I can't remember what it was. So I hit up Gary. I'm like, bro, like I did not try to do that. I don't know if he saw it or not.
Right.
I'm like, bro, I didn't mean to do this. Ooh. Like,
nah,
it was crazy too. It was some wicked comment too.
You obviously don't have a burner, but I do. I'm trying to think of like the worst reply I might have made on my burner. Honestly, it's probably like once a month I was going to defend myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I don't care who else going to defend me if I don't defend myself.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But other than that, it's nothing crazy. Like, yeah, nah, it's nothing crazy for real.
Are you cussing them out, or are you more of like?
Nah, yeah. I am, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Couple more questions I got for you. I know that, going to Duke, they gave you $8 million to play there for a semester. I'm playing. I ain't saying double A, don't do anything with that. But once you got drafted and now you've like changed your life, like you're a millionaire, you get drafted at 19?
Mm-hmm.
You drafted at 19. Like, what do you think was the best decision you've made with your money since then? Whether that be like a purchase or whether that be like an investment?
Honestly, it's saying no.
Yeah, the best decision you made with your money.
Like,
no, that's
like
good.
making training myself to say no. Like,
and people think it's easy.
That is the hardest. I think not even running on the court, shooting a basketball, like saying no to your family and friends is the hardest thing ever.
100%.
When you're able to do it too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard.
But then you just have to look at it from a perspective like, I have to think about it. People always think you need to think about them. Like, I'm thinking about you, but I also think about myself. Like, you're thinking about you. You're not thinking about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
you gotta think about like your life too. You're gonna get married,
right?
You're gonna have kids. Like, you gotta be able to support all of that.
Yeah.
Like, and if you do it right, you're gonna be able to support your kids. Like, if you do it all right, you know what I'm saying? So like, people don't really think about that. And like, the money we make is like a lot. But if everybody was trying to live like us, we're gonna all be broke.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
100%.
saying?
Yeah, you're right. 100%.
We can't all live like us.
What do you think the like on the spot decision you ever made with spending some money? Like, you look back on it like, I just did that really without even thinking. Because I know mine.
I'll probably say going to World and Loud, and I was there by myself. I was there with a couple of my guys, but I was taking care of everything. And I remember one time we went to the concert, and it was like the section part of the concert, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
And like, I ended up spending like $40,000 one night, like 40 bands.
That's sick.
Right. After I did it, I was like, oh yeah, like we lit.
Yeah.
Then I get home that night, I'm looking around at my guys. I'm like,
everybody else, they chilling.
Yeah, they chilling, right?
They chilling.
I'm like, 40 bands for a night? Yeah. Like, bro, people don't make that in a year, and I just spent that in a night. Like, that's crazy to me. Like,
right. I definitely feel that. I think mine was at Komodo one time during that dinner. I didn't even eat. Like, I didn't even eat. Yeah. And like, we ended up splitting but it was so many other people there besides us.
Yeah.
And it was like, yo, everyone else ate this food. I didn't eat anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, here you go. And I'm like.
That's the most wicked part about it, though, when it comes to money. Like.
Yeah. That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's a whole different, you know what I'm saying? Like, we might need to do another episode just on that topic.
Yeah. So when you out in Orlando, you just going to get some brunch, you going wherever you want to go, wherever you're at. How does it feel like knowing that people can like Google you and like know how much money you make? Like, people know how much money Wendell Carter makes.
I mean, shit's crazy to me. Like,
do you does it make you feel like nervous ever?
It's not nervous, but then I had to think about it in the sense of like, you never know anybody's true intentions. You never will know. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get married and they never know the intentions of their wife for like 30,
facts. That's what I always be trying to say. 100%.
Like, it gets wicked. Like, you go out, like, people run up to you, hey, like, you never know, like, their intentions are, I want to meet, like, a basketball player, or he got a lot of money, like, let me, you know what I'm saying, see what I can get out of him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's
that's why I think prenups are great. What's your take on a prenup?
Whether I was in the league or not, I think that's like mandatory.
Mandatory, whether you're in the league or not.
Because I feel like it protects both parties, in my opinion.
I do too, because like at the end of the day, I leave what I had, and you leave what you had.
Yeah, and it's like people like I'll try to talk to someone about it, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, like I'm like preparing for the worst, or I'm preparing to break up with you." But it's like, why would I go through all that just to break up with you? Like, why would I go through marriage? Like, no, marriage is not cheap. Like, you got to pay for the
catering, the wedding, the rehearsal dinner.
Yeah, all that.
The dress, the ring.
All that. So, like, why would I go through all that just to break up with you? Like, oh, like, this is it.
It's not more about me, like, not being committed to the relationship. It's more about me protecting both of us.
It's a perfect example, and I'm going to say this to anybody who tries to argue this. So, like, you go to college or you go to high school or whatever, right?
Yeah.
They preach, you know, family, you're all together, like, it's this. Like, no money going around none of that shit. You go to the NBA, what did it become? A business, right?
A business.
So you dating a girl, like, you trying to get to know her, Once you get married, like, a little bit of it is a business decision, if you think about it.
I'm not going to say it's not. I definitely agree with you. If I'm being real, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
I agree that business has a little bit to play in marriage. I think it's 100% mostly love.
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
Mostly, you know, how much you mess with the person. Yeah. But there's another a part of that where you have to think about it's not even financially business, but like, does this make the right sense for me?
Like your emotional state, your mental state, like you got to think of all that when it comes to like.
Talking about mental, what do you think about athletes and mental health? You think it's talked about enough, or only when something happens?
Only when something happens, and I hate that.
But I feel like it's a lot of issues in this world, though.
It's a lot. Yeah. It's like that's why it's so hard for you know, someone will say something about the social injustice. People talk about the mental health. People talk about the LGBTQ community. Like this, I don't know. It's like it's hard to like really focus on one thing. So like we focus on one thing, something else happens. Then we gotta focus on that. Then this happens again. So like just like the social injustice thing, like the thing that just happened at the Walmart or the grocery store.
Grocery store in New York.
That's
insane.
That's crazy.
That's wicked.
Like, and it's a lot of things. Like we're gonna do so much for just because it happened, but we weren't focused on it before it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like, and it's so hard because you can't really control things like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can't say like.
You prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah, like, that's kind of how I gotta go. And like, what is the worst though? Like, we thought we seen it all, right?
Yeah.
And like, that happens, and it's like, oh man, like, okay.
Yeah.
Now we got a whole different, like, that's like some terrorist type stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a very heavy topic, deep topic.
Yeah, for real.
Getting off that topic, do you think I'm your favorite teammate to sit next to on the plane? Be real.
No.
Be real.
No.
I don't even do anything.
It's not, no, don't do that.
Bro, I don't do much.
Don't do that.
I don't do much.
No, okay. I like it when you be honest with yourself. Because you started saying you don't do anything, so you don't do much. So what is it really? What do you do?
I don't do much. I really sit there and mind my own business most of the time. If people don't know, Wendell sits in front of me.
You just telling on yourself right now.
Wendell sits in front of me on the plane, and he never picks a side of where his leg should go. Like he always wears these big sneakers. What's that shoe you wear?
18.
Yeah, and they're always hitting me and my legs while we're on the plane.
I mean, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty cool sitting at the little table we got. I think the crew we got right there.
I don't know why we have 2 7-footers and then me and Jalen on one side. I don't know why y'all chose. We need to switch that.
Maybe Mo should sit next to you.
Right.
Jalen sit next to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Or vice versa.
I mean, it makes the same situation, right?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Thank you, Wendell, for coming on the podcast.
Sure.
So my teammate, my brother, guy. So very, very much enjoyed the conversation today. Y'all know who it is. It's RJ Hampton, and this is the Young Person Basketball Podcast.